Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Rini.
The beauty of and the miracle of who we are is revealed to us by Baba at this time. We play the game of becoming and unbecoming. But at this time, I can be the witness of this whole play of becoming and unbecoming. How I can live an expanded life and a contracted life. And I am the seed of all those expanded and contracted experiences. Isn't that a miracle? That you play and you become a happy divine person for half the cycle. Then you become a sad, contracted person for half the cycle. And now you're seeing the unbecoming process. And you are the seed of it all. Nothing is ever happening to you. This whole experience of becoming and unbecoming cannot damage the being. And that is what Baba wants us to awaken to. Let's start off maybe just to see how these feelings and emotions are separate from you, at a distance from you. But soon, as we keep seeing them with Baba from a distance, we begin to realize they all exist within me. I'm the source of this entire play of becoming and unbecoming. I am the living seed, unhindered, undamaged, uninfluenced. See this very clearly. Then the solidity of the experiences will also start to dissolve. Then we can see false as false. And truth as truth, as Baba sees. How's Baba seeing your experiences? Let's say someone is having an experience of becoming a crier. Then the next moment, after 10 minutes, they become the experience of a happy person. How's Baba seeing these experiences of the soul? Are they seeming solid to him? How's he seeing? Then the next moment, they become a depressed person. And then the next moment, they become an excited person. And then the next moment, they become a shameful person. Next moment, they become an unworthy person. Is that changing the being that you are? Doesn't matter how immersed you may be in that experience. Is that changing you in any way? Know and see this very clearly. You're like that open field within which everything passes and appears. Does Baba have this language of all these words with their meanings? Or Baba is just seeing that open field? Baba is just seeing the soul. That's why he can say, even if someone is like a coal, don't see the coal. It's not them. It's an imagination playing out. See the real diamond. Shan,
Shanti.
Shanti,
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Today's blessing was beautiful. I don't know if Sister Yamini is there. Can we take the spotlight off?
Okay.
Thank you. So the blessing is there. BapDada's shrimat is be a diamond and see the diamond. Even if souls are like coal and completely tamoguni, as soon as your drishti falls on those souls, their impurity should decrease. However, many you come into contact with while having relationships and connections from amrit vela until night time with them, simply be a diamond and continue to see the diamonds. Let there not be any flaw in you, the diamond, due to any obstacle or nature. Even if there are obstacles of many different types of situations, just be so powerful that you are not influenced by them. How do you see this? This is so beautiful. It's possible, no? It's practical, it's easy, it's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, this one was seeing today, like I was mentioning in the meditation, right? The beauty of the soul. And I was having some interaction with someone, and I could see them that in that interaction, at one point, they were becoming, it's like I'm seeing the soul and I'm seeing how the soul is contracting into a certain emotion. And then the soul is coming out of it. And then it is going into another and becoming another emotion. And then the soul is coming out of it. And then it is expanding into something else and then contracting into something. It was very interesting. And it is like, you can see that how this being that Baba is talking about, and me and that both, right? Both the souls, all the souls. But in that case, in that particular scene, it was two of us. And I could see how that soul is so unharmed, untouched, undamaged by whatever experience it was getting immersed in, you know? So it was seeing it was talking about something about, and then it was feeling that sadness, and then it became immersed in it. And I'm just watching it all, the whole thing play out. It became immersed in it, and it became that feeling. It literally, it appeared to become that feeling. Appeared is the most important word. It appeared to become that feeling. And I could see how the soul has that power to contract into something so limited. It is the kind of that, and then it pulled itself out. And then went to a very expanded feeling, feeling good about something, talking itself into it, and then becoming expanded into something. And I'm seeing how this being is now giving life to this expanded experience. It's very interesting when you start seeing it like this. Why? Because you start seeing the solidity of all these experiences begin to melt right in front of your eyes. And you can really see just that being that has the power to do it all without ever anything changing about him. Very, very interesting, for me at least. I mean, I was watching the whole thing and I'm like, okay, one time you're a crier, next time you're a happy, next time you're this, next time you're this. Wow, but the real you, like Baba said, you're totally out of it.
Shanti, it is doable only if you yourself has experimented with that and have not identified with your own um,
Absolutely.
emotions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. If I was not doing this with me, I would not be able to see that with others. Yeah, very true. So, so that is what Baba really wants us to kind of know. You can be that diamond and see that diamond when you yourself are not identifying, as Sister Nehal pointed, you yourself are not identifying with the coal, and I could, it's like, you can see how imaginary the whole game was. How imaginary, everything, every aspect of that scene was imaginary. It was so clearly seen, you know?
You're not giving energy to her stories of ups and downs, or not
Yeah,
adding any
that's
more emotions to her stories.
yeah, it just felt artificial. Although that soul may be feeling I am that, but I know you are not that. I can see it. So it's like, so when you are speaking also, and when you're laughing, not laughing at them, you're not laughing at their emotions or anything, but you're just so light. You yourself are so light because you can see the imaginary aspect of this whole thing that is going on in front of you.
Sister, you mean total separation?
Total?
Separation.
Yeah. And I know separation, and I also know it's also inside that soul. So, like, when we said in the beginning, we practice keeping a distance. I am this soul, and there's a distance between me and the emotion, right? That is okay, that we need to do in the beginning. But more you do this, more you find you are that open field within which all of this is happening. But you are that just open field. More if you're really seeing it as Baba is telling us, even if souls are like coal and tamoguni, that tamoguni aspect is a play that each soul has to hit the rock bottom before it goes up.
But then when you see the part or the role, and then the thoughts that even come uh, in the mind, we have to separate that, and then only we can appreciate their diamond.
Yeah, yeah,
Otherwise, you fall into the mind of your own.
yeah. In this case, what I saw today was there were no thoughts because I was just seeing the soul, and I was seeing,
To start with.
yeah, it is like it is just a soul, and the soul is becoming this emotion 1 minute, and it then becoming this emotion after 10 minutes, and it's becoming that emotion after 10 minutes. But what is happening? Nothing is happening to this
Yeah.
being.
Mhm.
So mind did not go in the direction of thinking something else. Does that make sense?
It does, because the separation in your case was to begin with, you were separated. The soul was seeing everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
So
if you are caught up and then otherwise, that step is lacking.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, then you need to really, I mean, of course, that's why we are separating ourselves from our mind
More and
at
more.
the beginning. And the more you separate yourself from these emotions as just a part of the play and not you, but it is a good play. It's not good or bad, but it's the right play. Not even right or wrong. I don't know what word to use, but it is an absolutely wonderful
Perfect. Yeah.
play.
Mhm.
Wonderful play. Yeah. So, so more you're doing that with you, you now can see the imaginary aspect of every being's
Yes.
manifested experience.
Mhm.
And
Om
that is
Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
I think like you were looking at a storyless soul, even though the person in front was telling a lot of incidents or stories, but your observation was that that's a storyless soul, like
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
totally with the
Yeah.
Baba's
Yeah.
light.
Like just that point. And that point is becoming, unbecoming, becoming, unbecoming, becoming, unbecoming. And then you see, wow, the whole play is of becoming and unbecoming. Nothing else to it.
Oh, Shanti Didi, what I understand from this from everything around is that what is important is not to that in our case, in our feelings, or in other stories while listening and while observing, we should not get influenced by anything, by good or by bad, because that is the nature of the soul since last 16 births, that everything affects us. And so seeing our own emotions or seeing or listening to other stories, you're like, oh my God. And we just start feeling and we feel compassionate. And I think listening all that, not becoming, not getting influenced, I think that is the practice and the core of everything that
Wow.
that.
Absolutely. And it is the actual essence of what Baba is teaching us. Otherwise, what Baba is saying is that however many you come into contact with while having relationships and connections, simply be a diamond and continue to see the diamonds. Let there not be any flaw in you, the diamond, due to any obstacle or nature. Now, if it's a person listening, let there not be any flaw. It's not possible.
Yeah.
The person is the flaw. Yeah. But if I'm listening as a diamond, I'm like, okay, that flaw that is there is not got anything to do with me. I'm just a diamond of Baba's heart. And then from there, I see, because Baba is saying, due to any obstacle or nature. So that nature is not mine. Of 63 paths, that nature is not mine. And what I'm finding is very useful and very helpful for this one. I don't know, others may think that they are getting help or whatever, but I actually feel I am getting helped so much. When they call, they share their story. I sit with Baba and I see and hear their story with Baba. And when I'm hearing it with Baba, I don't get influenced by their story. Their story, whatever they may be saying, and it could be like, I mean, if you're really hearing with the human ear, it would be more like, what do you call, very unrighteous stories. That's the best, lightest word I can come up with. Yeah. Unrighteous stories. But when you're listening with Baba, I can literally see they speak, their emotions, their words, they all are literally like kind of falling in the ocean of Baba. Huh? And you're just hearing the soul and hearing that soul appearing to become something. It's not that at all. But it's just believing itself to be something it's not. Yeah. And in that one find that kind of hearing is important for the self. I'm actually just helping myself, but somehow they get help from the source, the direct source. And I'm here helping me, and the rest he's doing. And you can actually see it, know it, and be it. You don't need to say,
So,
oh, Baba.
sister, how you are helping yourself? Clear that. That answer is quite okay. Everyone gets the answer from the source, but how you are being helped?
See, all I'm doing is I'm not
Just
getting
checking.
influenced by their story and by their imagination.
But
Right?
Didi,
As sister,
this
you said the attention is on the self. Because
Yeah.
what's going on in my inner drama? What is happening within me?
Yeah. And I'm
And
just
who is listening?
most important. I am in the womb of Baba.
Hmm.
That's where I sit. I don't sit outside. I'm like, I'm in the womb of Baba. And they were sharing their story. And I'm like, I don't know half the things I heard and not heard. I mean, I can't say half, 3/4 it was heard, but it was heard by who? By Baba. And the answer was like, okay, whatever happened, let's let go of it. Just die right now in this moment only. Just die. It's like die to whatever your stories have been in the past, however many years. Just die right now. They don't exist. In this moment, who are you? We are not talking about the past and then they were going again and again back to their past. Okay, we have died. Okay, now this again. Let's die one more time, once again, and then once again, and then once again. We kept dying to this story. And what happened is, in that, I was dying to Rini. I was dying to this person. I was having so much fun. They were having so much fun. You're having fun in dying. And it's like, in this moment, let us see what is it that you, whatever experience you're having right now, can you see it with an unbiased eye of God, that it's perfect just the way it is right now. And this story is filled with lots of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. That's the best I can say. Yeah. But you can really see that the soul Baba is talking about, that Baba is looking at, has got nothing to do with whatever is playing out, this namesake story and the namesake words and the namesake feelings and the namesake emotions and the namesake crying and the namesake this and that. It's just all namesake. No interest, namesake, 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 namesake. What is that diamond Baba is looking at? Not even trying to give them anything. They were saying, Didi, listening? Yes, yes, listening, listening, listening. Listening.
Didi, here I would like to ask you. Yesterday only, I was giving a course to someone, a new student, and while I was, I was giving commentary to meditate and all. And then after that, I asked her, "What is your?" She said, "I feel a lot of heavy palpitation in my." And then she started sharing her that, she got betrayal in her relation, whatever the story. And the story was very intense to get, though maybe I lost the vision of it. And, uh, and, and I become that again, how to try to, when someone
Oh,
is really
oh,
in front of
yeah.
you, crying and very sharing their heart out, and that person does not know that we are a storyless and we are a, soul, and all these things are happening. And then how do you really uh, become detached? So this is not something, and how do you calm that person, because you see that person is right now completely into that affected, and every point that that person is saying is very valid, and sharing her story out, and she's a psychologist understanding everything, but she said, I can't help it, I understand everything, but I can't help it. And so in this case, how do you really s- tell them that die die alive?
You know what one has seen is, as was mentioned earlier, I'm seeing Rini more and more in general, in natural way, as very fictional character. Not as a point of knowledge, but because I'm seeing myself more and more like these feelings, thoughts, emotions are playing within me, the soul. I'm like that open field and they are just playing within me. And I can now, it's like more the soul can see that this is me and this is the fictional play within me. Once this is becoming more and more clear to me about myself, it is very natural to see that in the others. Yeah. And then more you see them also, you're not at all getting influenced by their story because you know you, that being is so separate from your own inner stories that are playing in your mind. And they are really nothing but some imaginary words and thoughts that are lying out there. You actually start seeing that with others. And when they are talking about, it's like, and these stories are not easy stories, right? For the person's ear, they can be very traumatic stories because it's trauma that they're sharing with you, right? It's their traumas that they're sharing. But you know, what is this trauma? It's an illusion. It's just a thought. And not as a point of knowledge, not jumping into helping them. Then you need help first, you know? It's like I feel the desperation to help them, to talk knowledge and to talk this and talk that. No. You just first checking, am I seeing illusion as illusion, false as false, and story as story, and the person as soul as a soul? Am I seeing myself as that? Am I making sure that there is nothing emerging in my mind which is trying to make it look real and then pretending to give them gyan? Am I really seeing it as false, as fictional? And you're with Baba, you're seeing all of this with Baba. That's why
Sister,
listen.
before that, another point is that unless we have the practice of seeing our situations of our lives as stories and false and fake and lifeless, it cannot happen with other people's stories. It's
See,
bound that we will get stuck in other people's
situations
stories.
don't even come into picture if you're seeing your inner world.
Right, inner world and outer world, right. If
Outer world is
everything,
a natural consequence of it.
right, if everything is within our life alone, if the inner world is taken, if inner world is taken true and the outer world is taken as truth and it's all a reality show and it's not fake and you are taking yourself as a victim
The
and
outer
just
world, why I don't put so much attention to, because
is a
there is zero
manifestation
attention.
of inner world.
Yeah, it's just zero attention there for me personally. Yeah, it could be different for different people. I really have no interest in the outer world. My interest is only in my inner world and who I am, and most importantly in Baba and I. And then from there, my inner world. Yeah. Situations are simply a gift every time. They are just a neutral thing that is played by some souls who have their fixed parts. Let's just play, kind of that attitude. I don't really care much about the outside drama. But for me, the being is what makes it look real is my mind. Yeah. And if I, the being, am separate from my mind, and more I'm living my everyday life like that, you can start to see the fictional nature of this, all the dialogue in the mind that goes on. And you can start to see that you are that being just with Baba. And more you do that in every scene, in every situation, you are that. You're really seeing there is nothing real except Baba and I. There's nothing real. No matter how much somebody's crying and tearing and feeling guilty, wanting to kill themselves and commit suicide, whatnot you hear, they want to do all of this. But to you, it just feels like there's nothing real in what they're saying. I know your truth. I know the way Baba knows your truth. And I know it from experience, not even experience. I know myself from going beyond all these experiences. I know me and I know you. That vibration of knowing you beyond these inner experiences, not as a lecture I'm giving, oh, this, do this, oh, I'm in the light and this. No, no. Really knowing you. Yeah. Then you can
So,
see.
what you just described, sister, so beautiful. This one had gone, looks like there was a mixturity, like in conjunction to what you are just saying. Was a meeting, somebody presented something, and this could see a reaction coming, and it came like this is now how it should be. And then at the same time, seeing the reaction of the body is feeling uncomfortable, body is shivering, that like ऐसा क्यों बोल रही हो, body shivering, right? और उसके बाद ईगो नीडेड एक्नॉलेजमेंट कि जो प्रिया ने बोला, जो किया वो करेक्ट था. But that part, this one saw coming in, oh, isko phone lagati hu, usko phone. No. Check yourself first. What is happening? So this one was seeing there was mixturity of things happening at that time, and was like, check yourself first. Are you perfect? Are you doing things all right? And then ego mind is like creating lot of upheaval in that part. And then this one wanted to sit down and started talking to Baba at that time, was like, Baba, what is this coming up? I don't understand, just wanted to surrender because thoughts are coming, and ego wanted some acknowledgement, what Priya did was right, some acknowledgement. And then after 10-15 minutes, when this one sat down, no calls, nothing, and then it started, like everything just went down as if like it was just like a small play. But there was a mixturity, like what you just described was so beautiful, that it seems there was a separation. But what this one saw, there was a still Priya mind, a still person mind doing, looks like that practice. I don't know, or mix.
Actually, we will at times see the reactions in our body and mind like that. We will see that. But you can still know your untouched self separate from that experience of body and mind. You can still know it.
Okay.
You are that bliss. And that bliss of who you are is literally continuous factor. You are the common factor, the continuous factor. Amidst all this ever changing, these experiences that you were having in your body mind, but you are that continuous factor.
Awareness was there, but that bliss or that contentment, or like, you know, I wouldn't say awareness. Like बोलते ना वो notice कर रहे थे, लेकिन वो actually that feeling of I the soul, that
Soul is
thing was
not a
not there.
feeling. Soul is not a feeling. Soul is not an emotion. Soul is not a sensation.
Mm.
Soul is the knower
Being.
within which all these experiences take.
Experiences are happening.
And this is what we need to see again and again and again. Because we are so used to becoming our feeling for 63 parts. So used to becoming a feeling, becoming an emotion, becoming a thought, becoming a memory. And with the body, it becomes all a solid experience.
Some sort of validation, right? Some sort of validation
There's a
needed
solid,
to.
yeah, some solid validation. I'm a soul. I need to feel I'm a soul. You can't feel the soul. You are the soul, and you can have a feeling.
That knowing, strong knowing.
You are
Yeah.
just the knowing that I have these things within me, these tamopradhan energies, satopradhan energies, whatever the energies may be, they are within me. But I am not the feeling.
So what was that all about? Like, definitely
It's just the
witnessed all that.
mind impacting the body. You are the witness of it all.
Oh, still mind driving.
Yeah. See, mind is the driver of the body today, in the sense that, yes, soul is there. Of course, that's why mind is also functioning. But mind seems to have its own egoic mind, has power. Of course, the egoic mind cannot exist without me, but because I am not awake to take charge, it has taken charge in that sense. It has its own power. I don't want to call it vicious because then it sounds bad. No, it has its own power. That's enough to say.
Now it's just trying to validate. Mind is trying to validate. You know, I've been asking this for a month, and even after a month, it was given to me in such a bad. All that.
One thing that helps is the moment this one's mind talks time, I just know it's mind already. And if it is about something practical, I will take it. If it's talking about something time which is related to some which has got no practical relevance in this moment, I just don't listen to it. I just look at Baba.
So when you say practical, sister, time understood, but when you say practical, didn't follow, like quite
Like, for
follow. What do you?
example, right now it's 5 o'clock. I need to be in the class. It's practical. Yeah. I will say, oh, time, 5 o'clock. I'm timeless being. I don't need to be. No, it's practical. I need to be sitting here in the class. 5 o'clock means sit here. That's okay.
Yeah,
But
without getting impacted with anything. It's just
yeah,
like
yeah,
no labor, basically. It's no labor, right?
yeah.
Practical is what you're saying is no labor. Like otherwise,
Something that needs to be done. It needs to be done according to the drama. It's getting done. I'm
Not
not
attached to desire or anything.
exactly. It's not like, oh, मैं ना 5-10 मिनट पहले ना उसने मुझे ऐसे बोला था, 5 मिनट पहले नहीं भाई, आधे घंटे बाद मुझे ये काम करना है, वो not going there. This is it right now and this is it. It talks time and I step away from it, right? The moment it talks about time or the moment it talks about space and place, I step away from it. Don't give it life there. Unless it's something which is needed for practical reasons, don't listen to it.
I think somebody shared on the chat they want more examples of practical.
Ah, okay. I didn't know, open the chat, sorry.
Can I add one more thing just related to Sister Neha, what she was saying? So the words that come out when listening the story are not the same every time. So it's not like dialogue for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? I mean, it could be different words, different intuition that you get from Baba. It's different things that you say. It's not necessarily like every time
Yeah.
someone is telling the story, you say dialogue.
No, you may do that for yourself silently within,
Huh.
and you can do that for them silently within. And sometimes it may come. To me, I was in a
Yeah.
very funny, the being was feeling very funny aspect of the story. I didn't find it very serious at all. I just didn't find it serious. Although they were crying and they were doing all of, I just did not find it serious because I was looking at the being. To me, their story just had no relevance to their truth. So in a funny way, I was even talking to them and they also found it funny. Does that make sense?
Right. Absolutely. No, yeah. But
No, to
just
Sister Name. Yeah.
pointing out that the reaction or the words can be different
Yeah,
also.
they can be very different. It doesn't have to
Huh.
be the same. You are connected with Baba and different things will come.
Hmm.
But internally, you are dying.
Right.
It's like you're listening in a dying alive state only.
Yes, sister. I was telling her that it's all okay. Okay, even if it is not okay, it's okay. So I was
Right.
just trying to tell her that it's fine. You need to give yourself some time. You can't be jumping on that why I'm feeling and I know everything. I'm a psychologist. I should not feel. I mean, she knows all the gyan, so I don't have to really give her the knowledge. But she was like, despite knowing everything, why I'm feeling so weak, so
I think
helpless. So I was like, it's okay.
one thing that helps in this is helping them see on behalf of who are these feelings coming. There's nothing wrong in feeling what you're feeling, nothing wrong with it. So they may be feeling despondent and feeling knowledgeable and yet not being able to put into practice. Perfect experience. What is wrong with this experience? Anything wrong?
The pain that she was feeling,
Anything wrong with the pain that soul is feeling? More
the ego mind maybe felt now that she's like, I've been betrayed and I do not deserve this. That's what she said. And she, that
can
I do
you,
not deserve
can
this.
you see this experience of unworthiness also as a worthy experience?
Hmm.
Because on behalf of who are these feelings coming up? It's on the behalf of fictional character. It's a fictional thought, not even a character. Character is again very gross form of all the thoughts put together. It's just a thought which is saying, I'm not worthy to live. I'm not worthy to be alive. I'm not worthy to be in Gyan. I made so many mistakes. Yeah, this is what the calls you get, right? I mean, this one has seen constant guilt, constant shame, constant regret over what has been done, right? On behalf of who are they coming? Can you take a step back? Be the witness with Baba. See Baba. Don't see yourself right now. Just see Baba. If you can't see yourself, see Baba. And see how Baba is seeing this feeling. Is Baba judging that feeling? If they can't see themselves in that moment, that's okay. Make sure you put Baba right there. And then ask them, how's Baba seeing this feeling? Because they are in Gyan, so you can talk to them about it like that. In fact, I do this with even those who are not in Gyan. I said, put God there. See how God is seeing this feeling? you know? So how's Baba seeing this feeling? They say, Baba is not judging. Okay. And what is Baba saying to you? Does he still love you? Is he saying, no, I don't love you anymore because you have done this, and this? Is he even seeing you as a doer of all these things? No. We all have the story of Sato, Rajo, Tamo. We all have these different parts we have played. And we all have to play. I make it very general because it helps a lot, because it's the truth also. We all have played Sato Pradhan, Rajo Pradhan, Tamo Pradhan parts. Until you have hit your rock bottom, you are not going to come up. Like I have already hit my rock bottom in some birth. That's why now I'm like, boom, coming up, right? So we all have to hit rock bottom. We all have to go through all different stages. Yeah, now it's different that everybody's rock bottom and Tamopradhan stage will be different, but that's not the point. The point is that for me, that is just equally suffering. If your Tamopradhan stage is, let's say, 10 and my Tamopradhan stage is 9, suffering is still the same. Because 9 will be as unbearable as your 10. Does that make sense? So knowing this, that it's a game of happiness and sadness within each one of us, each one has to get there. So what's wrong with it? Nothing wrong with it. I don't know why we all feel we should not be feeling a certain way. And I feel like, why shouldn't you be feeling this way? Why shouldn't you?
And Baba says the drama is just perfect for us. For each one of us, our drama is perfect. Our experience is perfect just for us.
Yeah. So whatever the experience, maybe we all have all these experiences. These experiences are important to come so that I know I'm not making my home in my mind. So until you have learned to not make your home in your mind, experiences will come to check, are you, and you, the soul, will check, am I making my home in my mind, or am I knowing myself beyond my mind and seeing the suffering of my mind separate from me, but all happening within me? Yeah. So truly, I'm telling you, the thoughts of judgment will become like this, shrink. You don't have to think too much. Your thoughts will, with this understanding, you come to know we all have it. Nothing wrong, but we are not it. We all have it, but we are not it. Yeah. I may not remember. Maybe for me, it was in the past life, or maybe in the previous life of what I have actually forgotten myself, to be honest. This soul behind this person has forgotten its past life, and in the sense that of this person life also. I don't remember many things actually, which are quite irrelevant to even remember. I really don't. Somebody comes and tells me, you remember we met 15, 20 years? I've forgotten. Nahi yaad hai, nahi yaad, dimag hi nahi chalta hai. Because you're not constantly remembering that. You're remembering Baba. So the chit becomes cleaner and cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. Remember you said this? No, I don't. Sorry. 4 दिन पहले के call में, Didi, I spoke to you 5 days ago. I'm sorry, you have to remind me again. I don't remember anybody's stories. Phone done, finished. I'm with Baba, gone, done. Finished. वो बात वहीं खत्म.
Sister, there's a question on chat. How come you know that you've hit the rock bottom? Please
You don't need
reply.
to analyze all of this. You're not trying to look for the rock bottom, right? We're not analyzing it. We're just knowing that whatever it is, in this moment, if I'm feeling at the lowest in today's day, in this moment, that is the rock bottom of today. It's okay. How does it matter? It's an energy within me. It's dipped. But who am I that is experiencing that dipped energy? So really the focus is our own effort. Yeah? Focus is our own effort. Souls constantly have to remind me, they talk, They tell me, they call me after a few days, and Didi, I told you the story. I really don't remember, sister, because I really don't remember. What am I going to go do keeping it here and listening with Baba? It all goes to him and it finishes right there. Why am I going to hold it here? I have no interest in holding anybody's stories here. My interest is the diamond. I have no interest in the stories. So listen with Baba. Let it go with Baba. You see that soul with Baba. After you have done your own bit, let Baba give what Baba wants to give. Right? And you have done your own checking. You did not get mixed with your mind's feelings. That's it. That's all you need to do. Because your entire focus was you. Where will you remember the story? Where will you remember it? And sometimes people think I'm making it up. I'm not making it up. I really don't remember because I have no interest in it. So what most important is, Baba's, this is such a beautiful blessing. This is something we really need to see this again and again. And today, blessing a slogan also, but not in English, in Hindi, in twisted in English. I'll go to Hindi version of it. Baba said, मन और बुद्धि को मनमत से सदा खाली रखने वाले ही आज्ञाकारी हैं, are obedient children. Khali, keep it empty. You can't fill knowledge in a mind and an intellect that is filled with I am this and I am that. Right? I am happy, I am sad. I am good, I am bad. I am unpleasant, I'm pleasant. I'm sick, I'm healthy. That mind and that intellect cannot carry God's knowledge. I'm worthy, I'm unworthy. It cannot carry God's knowledge. That's why we don't use this mind only. We just give it to Baba. We just use Baba's mind. कौन हेडेक लेगा उसको सफाई करने की? वो बाबा करेगा ना. अब हम बाबा का माइंड ले लेते हैं. Who's going to bother cleaning this mind? Let Baba do the work. Baba, I'm borrowing your mind, okay, for confluence age, and then you keep cleaning the other mind as much as you want to. काम छोड़ बोलो, कुछ भी बोलो. In that sense, just make it easy. Just use his property. Keep it easy for yourself. So why do you want to make this life difficult? You've got everything from Baba. Use his property.
Carefree.
Carefree. Oh, let me fix my mind. Let me change this thought with this thought and that thought. I'm going to make effort and purusharth and make it all clean. पुरुषार्थ तो मुझे ही करना है ना. मुझे बाबा ने बोला है करणहार तुम हो. करणहार करावनहार बाबा है. तो अपना पुरुषार्थ तो अपने को ही करना पड़ेगा ना. बाबा थोड़े ना करेगा मेरे लिए. ये ऐसी ऐसी भाषा बोलते हैं हम. Yeah, using father's wallet. Yes, lovely. Yeah. Don't use your own wallet. Use your dad's wallet. Very good. Where this reminds, when these souls playing the roles of daughters, when they come, whose wallet do they use? They don't use their own wallet. They want to keep that completely untouched. They want to use their dad's wallet. So I want to keep whatever I had, bankruptcy or whatever I had in my mind, I've given it to my dad. I'm using my dad's wallet. Yeah. That's the right Baba has given each one of us. But we are so used to working hard, making effort, that pride of the mind. No, I have to do it on my own. I have to replace this thought with this thought, and until the end, I will keep doing this. Do it. It's your part, beautiful part. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It works for others, it doesn't work for me. And it's the same thing still happening, but in a very gentle way. But what is Baba giving me out of his mind? A pure thought.
पर उसमें मैंपन नहीं है ना.
उसमें मैंपन नहीं है, and उसमें replacement की energy नहीं है.
That I am replacing, or
I'm replacing this thought with that thought because I don't like that thought. That is why I'm replacing this thought with that thought. That energy is not there. Of effort and of not liking and disliking and discontentment is not there. Huge.
No attention is there to those thoughts only.
It is like it's there. I am nothing against you. I have nothing but gratitude towards you that you came. You showed me your face. You, the emotions, feelings, thoughts, you showed me your face. Thank you for that. And Baba is going to take care of you, the mind, Baba is going to take care of you. Right now, I'm using Baba's mind and confluence sage. There's no vibration of struggle and fight and change and mehnat and all of that. Yeah, but we have to pay attention on soul. Who is that we? Huh? Who is that we? It's still it's still a thought, right? I, the soul, am paying attention to Baba. I cannot actually pay attention to me. I can only pay attention to Baba. I cannot see me, like Rini cannot see itself. Soul cannot see itself. Soul can see Baba and know itself. Right? So soul is paying, why Baba is saying, see me. Baba is not saying, see yourself as a, Baba is saying, know yourself as a soul and then remember me.
Atma Samaj.
Understand that you're a soul and then remember me. Understand yourself as a soul and remember yourself. No, both nahi bolta wo kabhi bhi. Does he ever? No. He says, Atma Samaj, muj baap ko yaad karo.
Consider yourself a soul and remember me alone.
Yeah. He doesn't say, consider yourself a soul and remember yourself alone. No. Why does he not say that?
Funny, sister. It's very funny.
Yeah. Why does he not say that?
Sister, I feel he's making us labor free and effort free, and just understanding, knowing myself is a soul. That's a real lottery, actually. Baba is giving us.
It
We have
is.
to accept it. That's it. Feel it.
And
Rest, Baba.
not feel it. Again, you will then look for a feeling to know yourself. Yeah? Just know it. Yeah? Just know it.
Jadoo ka chirag, just know it.
Yeah, just know it.
So
Sister,
today
can you
whole,
explain?
yeah, I'll just say one thing, then Sister Neha will carry on. Whole today meditation was on this only, sister.
Yeah.
Who am I? I'm not that good feeling, not bad feeling, or neutral feeling, or what
I'm
I am
just
different. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sister, can you clarify when you were saying that Baba, of course, says, remember yourself as a soul. No, I am a soul, and then remember Baba.
Yeah.
Why does he say that? To
Because,
remember him?
yeah, because soul cannot see itself without a mirror, right? So soul needs a mirror. Like Rini, I'm taking in a
Yes,
limit.
got it.
Rini can't see itself without a mirror. Rini needs a mirror. If I don't have a physical mirror, I'll use the mirror of others' opinions to know me. Yeah? Whereas Baba is saying, no, know yourself as a soul and remember me. And then you use the mirror of my opinion about you. Hmm? You use the mirror of my vision for you. Don't use anybody else's opinion to know you.
Yeah, see self through me.
Yeah, see yourself through me.
Got it. Thank you.
Not even your own mind, Baba is saying. Don't even use your own mind to know yourself. Use my property, my sanskars, my intellect, my mind as your property. Yeah? So Baba is the cleanest and the only true mirror, actually. Everything else is false. Everything else is false. Somebody comes
Sister,
and,
from Baba's mirror only he tells us, no, that you are a soul. It's
yeah,
Baba's, yeah.
yeah,
The first thing also, it's Baba's mirror only.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Baba is the only soul who knows himself without anybody's opinions and mirrors or anything, actually. He's the only soul who knows himself and knows each soul as the soul is. That's the difference between soul and God. Yeah. Did you like the way Baba talked about destruction today? Did you like it? Yeah.
Little braver, yes, little brave we became when we were listening to it, because we never die. It was different, little better.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Baba.
Soul is sitting with Baba, watching this body also crashing, watching this little dollhouse crashing, you know? watching other doll bodies crashing, watching others' fears and cries and screams and whatever. As simply part of the tape recorder going on. I'm not being heartless, okay? It is just being very heartful. It is being very loving because you're seeing the soul. And when you're seeing the soul, that soul will also have the power to come out of the screams and the pain and the suffering of their mind and body. And this one has now seen this so often, this works. This is the only thing that works, actually. No words have the power. For me, just I'm having a word play with you all. It's just fun playing with words. But really, words have no, words really don't mean much to me. Of course, when words are, it's the awareness behind those words. And then, yes, it's not the words are powerful. The words carry the power of the soul. They're the carriers. Yeah. And we think words are powerful, words have power. No, it is a soul's power that is carried through the words. It is a soul's power that is carried through the thoughts. They are the medium, they are the instruments, they are the carriers which carry your power. You know?
I, the soul, I give power to the thoughts.
They are the carriers. But it is very much said in our BK life also, no? Thoughts are powerful, thoughts are this.
Sankalp, exactly. First thing, whosoever newcomer comes, we talk about only Sankalp and thoughts.
Yeah. We don't talk about the soul only. After one day, first chapter, soul is gone, finished in the archives. Hmm? And now
Sister, we only talk about Man and Buddhi only. Yes, you are very correct. We
yeah.
are just focusing 99.9%. All of us we had been focusing only on mind, intellect, and sanskaras. Where soul has gone, we are saying we have to change man, we have to change buddhi. How,
Scars.
what we will do, vistar, all expansion, yes.
Who am I? Very, very clean, clear knowing of it, crisp knowing of it. I can let you know after the class, Sonali, because we have already gone past that. Is that okay? You can call me after the class. Okay, thank you. But it's now when we read this, now read as a soul, listen to this as a soul with Baba and see if there's anything in your mind. If not, that's fine. Don't make the mind put a brave face there, but just see what happens when Baba is talking about this. Yeah. You, the soul, the father says, you were Satopradhan and you have now become Tamopradhan. Now, do you understand what become means when Baba says become? We appear to become this and appear to become that. So when Baba is saying now you're unbecoming, what does that mean? I'm even watching the process of unbecoming as a detached observer. This is what become word means. So you have taken 84 births and you now have to return home. You have to receive the inheritance from the Father. You have been remembering the Father for half a cycle. The Father has now come, and so your hearing now takes place. The Father is once again taking you, the soul, to a land of happiness. This is the story of the rise and fall of Bharat. And this line itself, if you just take it, you will never ever question, why am I feeling like this? It is the story of rise and it is the story of fall. How are you rising and falling? You, the soul? Are you the soul rising and falling? No. You're observing the rise and the fall of the inner kingdom. You are the king. That is why Baba says you can be peace in 1 second. You can be in sound in 1 second, be out of sound in 1 second. You can be bodiless 1 second, you can be in the body doing the work 1 second. If you are immersed in work, that's okay. There are times when you need to be completely into what you're doing, but you can come out in 1 second. Why? Because you don't become it, even though it appears that you were engaged in some task, it appeared you were there, but nothing changed about you. So you can step in, it's not even stepping out. It's just, you can just know in 1 second, okay, this immersion of being immersed in the work was happening within me, the soul. Yeah. So Baba is saying, this is the story of the rise and the fall of Bharat. It is now the impure world. All relationships are old, and now you have to go into new relationships, child. At this time, all the actors are present. There's no difference in this. Souls are imperishable. Not only immortal, but imperishable. perishable, which means nothing about your truth can ever change. Not only that you don't die, but also that nothing about your truth can ever be touched. That's what imperishable means. There are so many souls, they are never destroyed. First of all, now see, Baba is giving you this vision of who you are first, and then he's saying, first of all the millions of souls have to return home, all the bodies will be destroyed, and this is why people perform Holika. You know that we were worthy of worship, and that we then become worshippers, and now becoming worthy of worship. Then there won't be any of this knowledge or any scriptures. Everything will have been destroyed. Those who are yog-yukta and follow shrimat will witness how everything is destroyed in earthquakes. None of these buildings will remain. In the golden age, there will be palaces by the sweet waters. They won't exist by salty water, so none of this will remain. With just one tidal wave of the ocean, everything will be destroyed. Did you see the vision of destruction with Baba today? Having so much fun, no? Having the vision of destruction with Baba? That how all souls are sitting with Baba and we are observing the destruction of their emotions also, destruction of their ego minds also, destruction of their bodies also, everything, and we the souls in this body included, huh? Everything getting destroyed. Beautiful vision. Including this parts family also there, right there. Yeah, those bodies, all dead bodies there. And you're seeing with Baba. And all souls are looking at Baba. Baba, nothing is happening to us. No, children. I told you, there's nothing to fear. Nothing is ever happening to you. You're dancing the dance of immortality and imperishability. It's all happening to your bodies. Look how all these clothes are getting discarded by you all. Isn't it? Isn't it lovely? Remember, mind and body are both part of sanskars, right? When I, the being, know I'm beyond all of this, then all the sanskars are getting destroyed. Means merged.
दीदी जिसको बाबा कहते हैं मिरुआ मत मलु का शिकार इसको ही कहते हैं ना
Yeah, mirua mot maluka shikar. Yeah. The shikari himself is immortal, imperishable, and that which is dying is not ever was alive. Yeah, all the illusion of the ego, never alive. Never alive. Right? All the body never alive. Yeah? So there will be many calamities. Many of those bodies will die. Where will grain come from? Then did you stop with Baba and see? If there was no grain for this body to eat and feed, what would I, the soul, be? My body and mind may feel the hunger pangs, but I, the soul, Baba, can observe those hunger pangs. Can you? We're not saying we won't feel hungry, I'm a soul. No, the body may still, and the mind has this. But the soul is so blissful with Baba, I can see the hunger pangs without any pang. Without any heart pain, I can see the hunger pangs. Yeah. So those people also understand that there will be calamities. People will be dying. Yeah. Only those who are yog-yukt will remain in pleasure. When there is snowfall, so many people die. There will be many natural calamities. All of this will be destroyed. Those are called natural calamities. They cannot be called godly calamities. How can you blame God for this? All of these stories belong to the path of devotion. Missiles too are mentioned in the scriptures. You know that they will destroy everything with those missiles. You can see how there will be free and poisonous gas used in them. Baba, what detail? Baba really likes the details. And he's really letting the soul know that there will be fears coming within you. But at least when we know that this was expected, it will be 50% less. And now it's the conditioned responses will be coming. And so we are at this time getting so many different experiences right now, where we are seeing these emotions arising within us. And we are able to detach from fear. We are able to detach from attachments. We are able to detach from sorrow and suffering of the mind. And those who have really practiced this means have those souls who have seen this detachment from the suffering of the mind over a long period of time. Baba is saying it will be very easy for them to leave the body just like this. Yeah? Just like this. Yeah, exactly. So that is why Baba is really telling us that pay attention to your truth. The death is not somewhere out there. The death, concept of death is in your mind. So if you die to your mind, there is no fear. So when we say die alive to your old ways of thinking, believing, dying to the mind. So these are such beautiful moments when somebody's sharing their story and they're saying, I've done this, this, and this. And we can see how you are dying to their mind. You have already died to your mind. And now you can really see their truth as it is. And because you are coming from a place of true knowing, dying to your own mind and their mind, they will catch vibrations from Baba and power to die to their mind. Yeah? So I will finish it here, but it's a loaded Murli today, loaded with guns and missiles and and guns and missiles of knowledge and guns and missiles of physical world also. And the mind, all three at all levels. Yeah? Beautiful. Baba jaisa teacher koi ho nahi sakta. Anybody who would like to share anything or say anything? No? Anything? Okay. So truly, to know the self is bliss, and to forget the self is suffering. Suffering is not out there in a war or in the scenes of the drama. To forget who I am is the suffering. Suffering is not in the mind. Mind, it's just performing its task of creating thoughts. and its world with the thoughts that comes with it. So to know that I am the being is the knowing. To be the being is the knowing. To just be. Now mind will raise another question. How? How do I just be? If you believe that thought to be you, that is suffering. Just be, and being the observer of even that thought which says how to just be. Because all the questions how, when, where, what are in the mind. Soul is beyond all these questions. Soul is even beyond the word soul. Words and mind can only describe objects. Soul is beyond all descriptions. There are no words that can be the soul. So don't look at your mind to know yourself. You keep looking and never find yourself. Just know you are this being within which there's this rise and fall play going on. This is what it means, being beyond, being in the unlimited. Going beyond the limited language of the mind, limited understanding of the mind and the body. Going beyond any descriptions or intellectual understandings, just knowing. Doesn't matter how immersed you become, your truth doesn't change. You may even become the feeling, your truth doesn't change. So know this truth about you. And then allow everything to play out from being who you are with Baba.